This is Boxing Tickets NI. We're here at the Aurora Complex in Letterkenny. Delighted to be joined by victorious Danny Boyle. Danny, I guess obviously when you're making your professional debut last year, you probably didn't think you would have a homecoming within a year.
I didn't think I'd have a homecoming for a few years, and I thought I may beat Dublin or Belfast, but Donegal, they have it now. I even seen the photos of me back a year ago. I was like, I can't believe a year ago I'm fighting York Hall, I'm fighting in Donegal. It's some madness. It's crazy what could change in a year.
It's crazy. Obviously, 13 years since the last professional card here. Obviously, for you to obviously have it now, I guess you want to keep fighting in Letterkenny. Obviously, I think Jason Quiqley said they want to do 3 or 4 shows here a year.
Yeah.
If you can build a base here, that's you perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I never really thought there'd be an opportunity for that at home. Obviously, people will come and travel to watch it, but coming to London and stuff's a lot of money for people, and accommodation and stuff. It's a lot. So to be able to come home and build a base here would be something I never even dreamed of. So it's something I think is very important with Donegal. And you see the amount of young people that are here as well, and this is a massive avenue for them to join into as well.
Obviously, with some of your fights haven't been shown on TV and things like that, or maybe uploaded later on, I guess. People's getting to see you in the flesh, live.
Yeah.
And as you're sort of saying there, all the young kids, you can be a role model for someone who has a dream and aspiration to become a professional themselves.
Yeah, Jesus. Because I never even thought, stuff like that. Even getting photos out there still seems a bit surreal to me, really. But if I could inspire someone, I only started boxing at 16. I've done quite well for myself, but there's some kids there that can start so young, and now they can see what they can do, and you can only imagine what kind of champions are going to come out of Donegal in the next 10, 20 years.
It's crazy. Obviously, we're seeing Irish boxing's booming and booming more. I think it's the 13th show of 15 this year, and obviously next year is probably going to be into the 20s. But it goes to show you the progress is coming through. So many people want to be a professional nowadays. Is it everything you probably imagined it would be in this year so far, or is probably tonight blowing your expectations?
Yeah, tonight definitely has. Even walking in here first, it's still surreal. Getting out there was. The fight myself, I felt I could have done a lot better. There's a lot of things I have to work on now going back there. I've jumped up in weight, and I could feel a bit of the difference. So there is some differences I need to work on, but it is still surreal. Yeah, it's still very surreal.
I guess sometimes when you have an opponent, obviously he was there to survive sort of the night. He didn't want you to have the perfect homecoming to get a stoppage win. Everybody obviously celebrating for days, but for him obviously that can obviously impact your performance in some ways. But I guess as experience for you, it's learning for you, and roll on the next one.
Yeah, definitely. There's wee things I know I need to do better. Coming down, I was slipping the shot, but I wasn't firing back. And even then, it's just taking that half step and letting the uppercut go. I caught him a few times. That's what my coach was telling me. But I think it's just one of them. Sometimes it does the whole event gets to you. Your legs are a bit heavier than usual, and I needed to relax a wee bit more. But it's just a learning experience. And like you said, he was there to survive. I heard him a few times, but he's a very experienced lad. He's been about. He's been in there with some very good boxers. He knows how to survive fights. And I'm not the kind of fighter that on the inside I'm going to get a lot away. My arms are nearly at my feet, so I can't really get the shots off in close as well as some other lads would against him. So closing the distance when he was coming in so heavy, I might catch him on the way in, but because he's already cut the gap, the shot doesn't land as effectively as it should, really.
I guess obviously the next one out's going to be a sort of anti-climax I guess. Obviously you fought in Letterkenny, now obviously if you fight in York Hall again, you're sort of going to go, what's the point in this?
Yeah, no, honestly I would love to keep going here. York Hall is amazing to box, and to see a box there is brilliant, but it's one of them where this is where I'm from, this is where I want to build, this is where all my family is, this is where all my mates are that come to watch me. They shouldn't have to spend a fortune to come over and see me, because it's a lot, and no, they can't always make it. So to give them nights like this, for my dad to be up in the stands watching, it's amazing. That's more important to me than even winning. Just making them proud and giving my family something to be able to come to and enjoy.
Is it for you now to sort of try and not think too much about obviously maybe moving back home and obviously settling here? Obviously I know you have a job in London and everything else like that, but is it sort of throwing the dice for you to sort of go, well, a chance to arm and come back home and make a career out of this?
Yeah, it's something I've even telling everyone I've not really thought past tonight. Everything's kind of gone to tonight, and then I'm going to see where I'm at. And obviously I've got a great gym, great coaches, they've taken me so far. Even if I did come back home, I would still train over in London with them, because I've made great connections. I've got great sparring partners out there, a great team around me of people that have started with me as well in my journey since I went pro. So I would never leave them behind. I'm very loyal, but I definitely want to do as much back here as I can, and even come back and see a lot more of my family, because this is the first time I've been home properly since this time last year nearly, which it's not enough. You can't live your life away from your family all the time. You have to be home.
And when would you like to be next back out in action? Obviously 4 fights in just over a year. Obviously want to keep that activity going and maybe obviously chase down obviously a title somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I know usually if it was boxing back in London, my next fight would be around March time. Obviously I'll speak to Jason, see if there's something happening here, speak to the boys in London, see what's going on, Steve, and that, and see where we're fixed. But now I'm just going to look to enjoy Christmas with my family and just enjoy this night especially.
Definitely. Well, listen, enjoy the rest of your evening, and obviously I'm sure the memories will stick with you forever.
Definitely, lad. Appreciate it. Thanks for the interview. It means a lot.